welcome back to the channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to press that hype button. Thanks, guys, for bearing with me today since I haven't felt too good. I just got through taking a nap to What Do I See? We have another live of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We got her spewing some more of her lies. And I want you to listen to this first part and see what you think. This first part is her explaining why she sent Ryan pictures of the
shopping. As a, the last scene was the cliffhanger, and the producers knew that he wanted to go ring shopping. Oh, this is so hard to talk about. When we were filming our last day, where I was doing my interview, where I clearly had shorter hair, the producers were asking me a series of questions about the last time I communicated with Ryan, and they ask things in a certain way where if they don't get the answer they want, they keep asking it in a different way. Okay, so the questions were like, do you feel like you need closure with Ryan? Do you miss Ryan? Do you want him as a friend? Is there something that is still, lingering in the air that you wish you could have said, and all this kind of stuff? So I was answering the questions, and Ken was in the living room, and this is at the old place. Ken was in the living room. I was with the producer in the bedroom, and so it was hushed tones, so nothing could be heard from the living room. But Ken had overheard some talk in the bedroom because the audio guy had left his audio equipment unattended, and he overheard through the headphones what we were talking about. And so the conversation was basically me explaining everything that I said in the apology video that y'all probably remember. So basically I was explaining to the producer that yes, I had been in communication with him. I did send pictures of Aurora to him. Why did I send pictures of Aurora to him? It was not to rub it in. It was to get him to see that she's an innocent child in all of this. She's not an it.
I really don't believe this at all. I believe she was really trying to get Ryan's attention. She wanted to show him the baby, and she was feeling lonely because if you remember, she said that her and Ken wasn't being intimate since the baby was born. So I think that she needed attention. That's what it sounds like to me, because that's the only time she wants to speak with Ryan, is whenever Ken's not giving her all of that attention. But let's continue. Thanks to GRBSnark. Hey guys, was a pop. I don't know, I probably just slaughtered that name. But thanks to this person for getting this piece of her live. But yeah, if I was Ken, I would be very upset. I mean, look at it. You've got Christy sending pictures of your baby to all the anti-Gypsy people. Then you've got Gypsy sending pictures over to her ex-husband. And she's carrying on conversations, wanting to go meet him with your baby. Of course she didn't tell him, because she's a freaking liar. She's a liar. She's a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater is what I think. And we know she's a cheater. So, of course Ken is going to be mad. I mean, wouldn't you?
Who we are putting in the mix of a situation. So can you please take the paternity test so we can get you off the birth certificate, put Ken on the birth certificate, change her name, and then we could all just move forward with a little bit more ease. And so I was explaining all of this, and well, Ken overheard, and I had not told Ken, that I had had a full conversation with Ryan about all this kind of stuff. Or that I had sent pictures of Aurora to Ryan. So Ken overheard this, and when we were done with the interview, I come out, and I can see that he's visibly upset. And so I'm like, what's wrong? And he didn't tell me until after they all left, okay? So we had this big argument about, this communication with Ryan does not need to be had any further once the paternity test is solved and the birth certificate is fixed and all this kind of stuff. So I said, I understand. I level with you. Like, I don't need to be in communication with my ex anymore. And I understand that. So 3 days later, okay, we're already having, that issue, that conversation. So we were kind of like on rocky grounds.
Goes through all of that just to give an excuse of why Ken has not proposed to her yet. And she doesn't want him to propose just because she is his baby mama. So why, when you were moving on a live, you telling people to talk to Ken about getting you a ring, Gypsy Rose Blanchard? No, you're dying for him to give you the ring. I don't think you want the marriage, but you want to feel like you own him. And you want to get that ring, and you want that piece of paper. So I guess you can tell him what to do. So don't just sit back and say, no, I don't want him to propose if he doesn't want to. No. All this was doing is trying to put the pressure on Ken. And then you contacted People Magazine to really try to push him into putting a ring on it. I mean, I've never seen such a man that is so unhappy. I mean, we haven't seen him smile, like a genuine smile, in a long time. And you want to sit here, spew more of your lies and excuses. Oh, girl, please. This was ridiculous. Guys, tell me what you think. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
So 3 days later, they filmed that scene. And I told them, I said, I understand where you're coming from. I understand if you don't want to propose right now. I don't want you to propose just because I'm your baby mama. And that's why I'm not pressuring him. When he proposes, if he ever proposes, that's because of his choice, and that will be the place that we're in at that time. I don't think that people should just get married because they have a kid. Like, my dad married my mom because he got her pregnant. And you see how well that worked out. And I'm not saying that we're in that situation. I'm just saying that, I definitely think that when we are in that place of trust and, we are ready for marriage, that we'll take that step. But things take time. So, yeah, that was a cliffhanger, but something happened before that. And that's why there was no proposal after that scene. So, but we're in a much better place now. Yeah, we're a real couple with real relationship situations. So we're not perfect. Every relationship has its ups and downs. So, but we're doing good. We're in a good spot now. Thanks.